Yes.
Good morning.
Put it back.
Certainly. But you'll never unload it.
This is a setup. He's with you, isn't he?
He's not with me, you idiot. If he's not with me, he must be with you.
He's not with us. Well, if he's not with you, shoot him.
Gentlemen, please, there's no time. In fact, you've only got 55 seconds before the police arrive.
I think we're ready, Teal.
Go.
Take a look.
There's cops all over.
45 seconds. I have a suggestion to make. There'll be no evidence, so no prosecution. I'll take it for you. Interested? 35 seconds. I don't know about you, but nothing amuses me more than an irritated policeman. "25 seconds. Agreed?
Hold on, hold on, hold on!
Sir.
Teal?
Oh dear, sir.
One of them was babbling, sir, about another man.
Another man?
Yes, sir, another man. He, vanished into thin air, sir.
A fourth man? But that's impossible.
Well, well, well.
What do you mean, Teal?
Nothing, sir.
Teal?
Simon Templar, sir. They call him the Saint.
Allow me.
Oh, thanks.
Ah, flying the flag, I see.
Yeah, that's a future president of the United States in there.
Well, he gets my vote.
She.
Touché. She certainly has the voice for it.
But hates shopping.
What are children coming to?
Jenny, what are you doing?
It's the parents I worry about.
The unmistakable hand of the Tang potters. Early 8th century. I mean, look at the perfect contours, the subtle, translucent glaze.
Count Skinowitz, tell me, where did you find them?
They were part of my late father's estate, Mrs. Cunningham, brought back to Warsaw by my great-grandfather. Where he got them from, I don't know, but their provenance is indisputable. The figures were buried with the Princess Yongtai.
Thank you.
The figurines are unique, sir. You don't know how it breaks my heart to see them go, but... Excuse me.
Extraordinary texture. That animate glow deep inside the porcelain.
We can't afford it. But we just got to have one. The Adoptive Parents Association is such a good cause.
May I help you, Mr.
Templar. Yes, I'm looking for something rather special.
Special?
Ah, that's just the thing.
Look, I say, do be careful.
Very nice. No price tag.
Price tag? That's a $10,000 figurine you're holding.
Ah, that could put it a little out of my reach.
Why don't you put it down and we'll discuss it later, all right?
Do you two know each other?
Yes, the Count and I went to the same finishing school.
What have you done?
I'm most terribly sorry. It just sort of slipped.
But that was the Princess Yongtai and her husband. They were a pair, inseparable.
You mean this one?
Well, that's not worth anything without the other.
Oh, well, in that case.
But no!
Actually, I was looking for something a little less delicate.
Now, just put that down. You don't know what you're doing.
I wouldn't get so worked up if I were you. It's late 20th century Taiwan. It's worth nothing.
A forgery?
Well, that's an affront to forgeries. He's got a caseload of these back at the castle. If you can call a lock-up garage a castle. It's junk. And that's about as Chinese as it gets.
Simon, what are you trying to do to me?
You're an insult to Polish intelligence.
What have I ever done to you?
Nothing personal, Sammy. By the way, Sir Hugh sends his compliments.
Sir Hugh, the Ming vases.
His daughter tells me you took him for 12,000.
So what does she know?
She works at the British Museum.
My lords, ladies, and gentlemen, there seems to have been a terrible misunderstanding. No matter.
He's all yours, Inspector Teal.
I must warn you that you're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you do say may be...
Of course, in daylight, I would have been able to tell.
I suppose you had to do what you've done, but 5% of that was going to charity.
Yes, I know. So please accept this check on my behalf. It's what Sir Hugh paid me.
You're a saint.
We've met?
I'm fine. Jenny, would you go in the shop?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, Governor, yeah, I'll do that. Now, how long would you say the baby was left unattended?
The baby was not left unattended.
In that case, how could someone have taken it?
I was in the store. The baby was outside with her mother.
In other words, you don't know whether the baby was left unattended.
Ask her. Ask Mrs. Hawksley.
We'll come to that in a minute. Now, you say the pram was grey. Dark grey?
Please, we should be looking for her.
No point in running around like headless chickens till we've got all the details, is there?
It was her. She let them take my daughter.
Who was pushing the pram?
I was.
Well, maybe that's why Mrs. Hawksley assumed you'd taken the baby with you.
She couldn't have.
It's what she said.
I know, but it's not possible.
I'm just trying to clarify what happened.
I'm telling you what happened. I was sent into the store to get a magazine. She left her. She allowed the baby to be kidnapped.
No one allowed Samantha to be kidnapped. No one allowed it. No one's blaming you, Jenny.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you need?
No, we've issued a full description of the pram and the clothes the baby was wearing.
Chris, I'm sorry, I've got to go. I've given her something. She'll sleep for a while.
I'm taking her to the country. Her mother's there. She won't be of much use here.
She may want to stay in London.
I'd rather she didn't. Thanks for coming over, and I'll show you.
Can I see the picture?
Right. Now, try and describe everyone you saw.
You're late.
And you were on time? Where to?
I thought you were cooking me lunch.
I was.
Among other things, yes.
Oh, yes. I remember the other things.
Teal. Get in the car.
I was just about to, sir.
I just read the charge sheet on Sammy Morris, alias Count Skianovich. I want to know how you got onto him.
It was a tip-off.
Tip-off from who? I want some names, Teal.
Simon Templar.
Templar. And you just went along with it on the off chance that Morris was going to turn up?
Well, he did turn up, didn't he, sir?
I know he did, Teal. I'm aware of that. I just want to know why you put so much faith into a known criminal.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call him a known criminal, sir. He's a confidence trickster. It's a kind of salesman. He just doesn't always own everything he sells.
I'm talking about Templar, Teal, not Morris.
Ah.
I don't know whether you know this, but I've been after Morris for 9 months. And I don't expect someone from my division to strut down to Knightsbridge and arrest him. Not without having informed me, and certainly not on the word of another known criminal.
No, of course, sir. It's just that Templar and I go back rather a long way.
I'm not interested.
We have a kind of understanding.
Yeah, well, not anymore, you don't. This is my division. We do things by the book, to the letter.
By the book? Yes, sir.
I want you in my office tomorrow morning, along with Templar's file from Central Office. First thing in the morning, Teal.
In the morning? Yes, sir.
Simon, I've been trying to talk to you.
I'm all ears.
The Russian tiara.
Yes, I know. It was returned to the British Museum.
And saved the exhibition from complete disaster.
Which must make you very happy.
Yes, of course it does. But we don't...
Then that's all that matters.
But we don't understand how it was found.
Surely the insurance company know.
They won't say.
Quite right.
You're being evasive.
Does that remind you of anything?
You sure it isn't more like this?
Yes, that's right.
What's it for?
I saw it.
Where?
On the side of a van.
It's a Quetzalcoatl. Not the sort of thing you generally see on vans. Unless you've been in Latin America and didn't tell me.
Aztec?
Yes. The god of the morning and evening star.
Katrina, you're wonderful.
I know. Shall I slip into something more comfortable?
Yes. A taxi.
A taxi?
Hello, my name's Simon Templar.
Yes?
I saw you outside Harrods this morning.
Look, whatever it is you want, believe me, this is not the time.
I know. But I think I can help.
What are you? Another cop?
Certainly not.
So, what's in it for you?
That's a very cynical thing to say.
I'm sorry. It's a little how I feel right now.
Imagine how the mother feels.
Listen, I know how the mother feels, believe me. I've been looking after Sam since she was born.
You don't look like a nanny to me.
I'm not a nanny.
So what are you?
I remember asking you the same question. I didn't get much of an answer.
Here, there's a friendly face. Nothing like an old un. Charlie, please, thrown through the punders. Right, here we go. I've gone mad. I've gone completely mad. That is Givenchy perfume, straight from the manufacturers. And to prove that what can't speak can't lie, that sells for £35 in the shops. And what do I want for it? I'll tell you. Here, come here. Never mind about £20. Never mind about 15. Here, come here. Give me 10 quid for it and it's yours. No questions asked. One for you, dear. Thank you, love.
Hello, Eddie.
Simon, please, you shouldn't creep up on me like that. You know I've got a bad heart. Do you want some?
Givenchy.
Well, sure, it's the kosher stuff, isn't it? All right, so it's Jack Givenchy, the second cousin from Hong Kong. What do you care? Take a box. You'll never tell the difference.
No, thanks, Eddie. I need some help.
Right. George?
Right, you heard what the gentleman said. He's gone mad. He's gone completely mad. £10 a bottle.
Everything's changed. 2 kids down the road selling Cartier watches. They spelt it with a K. No class.
They say you used to know every trademark under the sun.
Well, I was in the trademark office for 25 years, wasn't I? Till I got nicked that time for speeding.
Yes, in the getaway car.
All right, so I was bored. That was my trouble. What's yours?
This. Saw it on the side of a van.
I registered thousands of these in my time. It's an import-export company, South America, Mexico. That shouldn't be too difficult.
Where do I find it?
Try the yellow pages.
Thanks, Eddie.
You must have been out of your bloody mind, both of you. What were you thinking of?
What we're always thinking of, Jeff. Money.
We've got a system, Stephen, you know that. We've got to be careful.
Yes, but the system is a little slow.
And out of date.
Exactement. So when we just saw it there...
It would have been a crime not to take it. Nobody saw us.
That's not the point, Marie. Where's the baby now?
She's with Lester.
You know he wants another run?
When?
Tonight. Round trip.
Tonight. Yes, I think we can manage that.
Now get the hell out of here. Get rid of the pram. Get rid of everything. Anything I can do for you?
Ah, Senor Dorado.
Geoffrey Todd, what do you want?
I'm looking for a friend.
Oh, really?
Small, bald, doesn't talk a lot. Last time I saw her, she was in Knightsbridge. In one of your vans.
What on earth are you talking about?
Does this belong to you? Mrs. Dorado?
Todd, we have another pickup. Rio. Fly them back by Wednesday. Call me. Todd, this is Lester. What the hell's going on? Call me now.
Adoptive Parents Association.
No Todd. No Todd, no Lester. Who are they?
I don't know.
I should never have left that pram. Why didn't I take her with me? I normally do.
Oh, Jenny, you said her mother was right there.
How could anyone do this? She's only 5 months old, for heaven's sake. She's only this big.
Sit down. Was Samantha adopted?
No, why?
You're certain?
How certain do you want me to be? I mean, I wasn't present at the birth.
But as far as you know, she is their natural child.
Sarah Hawksley was pregnant, I saw her. My Boston friend knew them. That's why I'm here.
I'll find her.
Simon, what if she's dead? What happens if she's dead?
Jenny, people don't steal babies to kill them. There's been no ransom notes, no threats, nothing. Samantha isn't dead. I'll find her.
Yes, well, which day would suit you best?
Or necessary, we could.
You live in London. Right. See you later.
Good afternoon, Mr. Carstairs.
Dr. Lester, what are you doing here? It appears we have a bit of a problem.
We or you?
We. How's little Alex?
Over here.
Where were you at about 9 o'clock last night?
Why?
John, all I'm trying to do is help us both.
Do I need your help?
I suspect you'll be glad of it.
Very well. I was at home.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Alone?
With my wife.
Good evening, Claude. Forgive me if I seem a little unsociable, but I don't actually remember inviting you.
Are you Simon Templar?
Yes.
I'm Detective Superintendent Fraser. I have a warrant for your arrest on the charge of murder. Teal?
I have to warn you that you're not obliged to say anything, but that anything you do say will be taken...
Claude, I have heard it all before.
Do you have anything to say?
Like a drink? Murder, you say?
Were you at the warehouse of Eldorado Limited between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. on April the 3rd?
The 3rd?
Last night.
Oh, help yourself, Claude. You know where it is. Detective Superintendent? No, you're like me. I prefer to drink in good company. Yes, I was there.
I'm glad you said that, because we have it on video.
Then why ask me?
You broke in.
There was no need to. The door was open.
You were surprised by the manager, Geoffrey Todd. He chased you onto the railway. There was a fight, and you pushed him under a train.
Let's start again, shall we? You say you've seen a video of me going into the warehouse.
There was a security camera.
Then you've also seen pictures of Todd trying to kill me.
It was the end of the tape. It stopped just after you arrived.
Very convenient.
You say Todd attacked you. What you mean is he surprised you just as you were about to steal something.
Steal? Steal what? A South American antique? If I want something for the mantelpiece, I can afford to buy it, Detective Superintendent. Come on, Claude, you know me better than this.
It's not his style.
Style? What's his style? Simon Templar, the saint, a couple of fancy initials. And we're all supposed to think you're some sort of modern-day Robin Hood. We have a witness.
Surprise me.
He was on a train. He saw what you did to Todd.
And who is your witness, Fraser?
No names, but he's above suspicion. Way above suspicion.
Look, Fraser, I really don't...
Save it for the station. Save it for your statement, Templar.
Another malt, Claude?
Forget it. Let's go, Templar.
All right. Just give me a minute. Little boy's room.
To get the flowers at the very last moment. But when I get back to the car, well, it's 10 to 6. I've got about 40 minutes. I'm the wrong side of time, and all I've got on me is my Amex Gold card. So I flagged down a taxi. And this is the thing. You'll never believe who it is. Ian Romney Smith.
Sorry, David.
That's all right, Simon. He lives next door. So, anyway...
It's me, Simon.
What the hell are you doing here at this time of night?
I felt like seeing you.
Oh, yes. Trouble again?
Have I disturbed you?
No, I was only sleeping. And in case you're wondering, alone. Do you want anything to drink?
No, thanks.
Did you find your Quetzalcoatl?
Yes, I'm trouble with it. I was wondering...
Don't tell me. You need somewhere to stay.
Do you think you could put me up for the night?
Nobody must know what happened last night.
No.
I don't want Templar doing for my career what he seems to have done for yours. Especially now.
I still think... You see, I've known Templar a long time, and I'm telling you, he's no... Well, he's no angel. But this business with... You see, it simply isn't his style.
You finished, Teal?
Yes, sir.
You're forgetting the witness. Are you suggesting you had a personal vendetta against your man?
No.
Unconnected, respectable, utterly above suspicion. I couldn't ask for a better witness if the Pope had been on that train. Last night. Forget it.
Still here, John?
Yes, I didn't feel like going in today.
You did what you had to do, John. Sitting here worrying about it won't change a thing.
Edwina, I lied to the police. I did exactly what Lester wanted me to do. And now an innocent man...
Innocent? I thought you said this Templar was some sort of crook.
And what does that make me? If this ever gets out, my entire career...
Well, what else could you have done?
One in 6 couples in this country are unable to have children of their own.
That's about 2 million people. Has anybody stopped to consider how they feel? There are now very few babies in this country available for adoption. But the law, which should be bringing those babies and those wanting parents together, seems intent on forcing them apart. You want to adopt, fine. But you're 40. That's too old. You're single? Then you must be gay. You're rich? Then you have no feelings. You're a smoker? Forget it. You're overweight? Forget it. You
Mr.
don't want
Templar.
to wait 3 years.
Are you following me around, or are you into charities?
And faith and hope, Mrs. Cunningham.
Faith is difficult, but I always live in hope.
No matter that you have the
Are you staying for
resources
lunch?
to provide this
Thank
child
you.
with the education
I'll see to it personally that you're seated at my table. Excuse me.
Last year, there were 1,500 healthy babies looking for a home. So why does it take 3 years to find one? Why does the law make it so difficult? That's what the APA is out to change.
I enjoyed your performance at the gallery. Since then, I've learned a bit more about you, and I must say I'm intrigued. What are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same question.
Oh, this is just another one of my worthy causes. When you're alone, you have to do something to fill the time.
Alone?
I think it sounds a bit more optimistic than widowed. My husband died a year ago. He was English, and I seem to have got stuck over here.
With your memories?
Certainly not. I try to keep extremely busy. I'm a patron of the APA, for example, the principal patron. Could I interest you in becoming involved?
Why not?
Michael, this is Simon Templar, a friend of mine.
Oh.
This is Michael Wyatt. He runs the APA.
Are you interested in adopting, Mr. Templar?
No, but I was interested in your speech. Surely a thorough investigation of the would-be parents is in the best interest of the child.
But what happens to that child? First, the magistrate's court is placed in council care. Then come short-term fostering and social workers. Finally, adoption, but by then it's too late. The child has been institutionalized.
Do you think you can change the law?
We can try.
And if you can't?
Then we'll break it. Excuse me.
You made a big impression.
What can you tell me about him?
I can tell you a great deal about Michael Wyatt, but it will cost you.
Another donation?
No, not this time. I was thinking more in terms of dinner. Just the two of us. How's tonight?
Tomorrow?
Tonight.
Delightful. I'll have to change some plans.
Do.
Will you please take your seats as luncheon is about to be served?
You can pick me up at my house at 8 o'clock. Deal?
How could I possibly refuse?
How indeed.
Hello.
Hi.
It was a wonderful speech. Thank you so much. It gave us all so much hope. Marvelous day. Thank you.
Change of plan.
For tonight?
For lunch. I have to see a tailor.
Taylor?
About a jacket. I'll see you later. £50 for the jacket.
75 and it's yours.
Done.
So, look. It's him.
Come on. Teal!
Right.
Inspector Teal!
Simon Templar.
Yes.
Get in.
I was wondering when you'd show up.
Yes?
The Brazilian connection.
I saw you that night at the warehouse and recognized you again today. Inspector Mario Marquez, Brazilian police.
Why are you here?
Stolen antiques and relics.
That's your cover.
Yes, there's something more serious. Stolen babies.
Stolen? How many?
I do not think you are easily surprised, Mr. Templar, but now I think I will surprise you. Last year, we estimate that 16,000 babies were stolen from their mothers in Brazil.
For adoption?
In America, yes. But also now in England and Europe.
How much will someone pay for a baby from Brazil?
£20,000, maybe more.
And the APA are involved?
It is possible. And now I wish to ask you, Mr. Templar, how much do you know? You were expecting a Brazilian connection.
Something I heard on the answer phone in the warehouse. Flight from Rio on Wednesday.
But that was all?
Yes.
Where do you want to go now?
Can you drop me in Kensington?
For 6 months I've been working on this case. And in just 2 days you think you can do it all?
No, but I can help.
How? By get the English police after you? By killing Todd, my main lead? No, Mr. Templar. Your interference could destroy everything. I am close now. Soon I will know who is behind it.
Lester?
Todd, Lester, they are nothing. I want the man who's running it. But if you scare him away, then I will have nothing. You must leave it.
I can't do that, Mario.
Then maybe I should have left you to your police.
If you change your mind, you can find me here.
Listen, Mr. Templar. I do a deal. The flight from Rio, leave it to me.
A deal?
If I find what I think I find, then I come back to you.
When?
Tonight, here.
Rio de Janeiro is now in custody.
They don't work underground, Claude.
Templar. I should have known.
You really must ease up on the cigarettes, you know.
You've got a nerve.
Let's talk about Todd. I didn't kill him.
You were seen pushing him under a train.
I needed him alive to answer further questions.
But what about the witness?
Exactly. I need the name.
Do you think I'm going to tell you that?
Whoever said he saw me kill Todd was lying. That means he must be part of it.
I can't give you the name. If Fraser knew I was even talking to you.
Fraser? What is it with this Fraser?
He's not a very happy man. Don't forget you rather messed up his last operation.
Ah, the tiara. Classic example of czarist taste.
Yes, well, I never got to see it, if you remember.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry about that, Claude. But the two of you could always catch it at the exhibition. Look, Claude, have I ever lied to you?
Often.
Well, I'm not lying to you now. That witness may be my only lead. I'm running out of time. I need the name.
Persuade me.
Who is he, Claude?
Not until you tell me exactly what you're up to.
Thank you. And their recently adopted child.
How long have you been here?
About an hour.
Take it away. What is it, a boy or a girl?
A boy.
Good. That's the last one. I'm closing everything down. As of now.
Why the sudden panic?
Why do you think? If you hadn't taken that baby in broad daylight in the middle of London, none of this would have happened. You had a system. You've blown it.
Look, Todd's already agreed that it's...
Todd's dead.
So what happened to the baby?
It's safe.
Have you found a buyer?
Yes.
So where's our money?
Wait a minute.
No, you wait a minute. We're sick of being your courier service, Lester. And with Todd gone, you're going to need us more than ever. So you can think of us as promoted, right? And it starts from now.
You'll get your money. I've got a client coming in tomorrow from Paris. You'll go back with him to make sure there are no last-minute hitches. Now get out of here. I've got work to do. I take it there were no problems on the last trip?
Actually, there was one. We were followed.
Michael Wyatt.
What would you like to know?
What can you tell me?
Not a great deal. He came to us from the Children's Trust. He was fired, as a matter of fact.
Why?
No one questioned his motives, but there was a problem with his methods. The trouble with Mike is he doesn't open doors, he kicks them in.
Did he ever mention a man called Todd to you? Or Lester?
No, I don't think so.
How long has he worked for the APA?
A year. He came when the APA was founded. The right man for the right job. We needed real action. Lobbying is what it's all about. Why are you so interested in Mike? What's he supposed to have done?
The day we met at the gallery, a baby was stolen just outside in the street. I happened to see it, or part of it anyway. Tell me something, Celia. How easy would it be to sell a baby in this country?
You're kidding.
No.
Well, there'd be no shortage of people willing to pay, and to pay a great deal, I imagine. Of course, you'd need an adoption order, but that could be forged. Surely you don't think Wyatt...
I don't know.
No. I don't think he could do it. Not steal a baby. When did you say she was taken?
Monday morning.
He was out all day Monday. I know because I tried to ring him. Would you like me to ask Mike where he was?
No, no, no. Let's just drink to the baby. And her safe return.
Would you like to come up for coffee?
And?
My husband bought this place. It's too big for one person, really, but I didn't want to move.
What did he do?
He bored me. Well, I guess we were quite happy, but it was only after he died that I realized I wanted more. I want everything that life can give. I get the feeling you want the same.
Are you offering me a job?
Are you for hire?
No.
You're a very interesting man, Simon. A very physical man.
Celia.
I knew it when I saw you again this morning. I've been looking for someone like you. Someone to get to know, to spend a little time with.
Hold on, just a minute.
And why did you come in? And don't tell me it was for the coffee.
I wanted to get to know you better.
Is that all?
What else do you expect on a first date?
Then there will be a second.
That's up to you.
What are you doing on Saturday?
Nothing special.
I have 2 tickets for a film premiere. I was going to ask Michael, but under the circumstances, perhaps that's not such a good idea.
Black tie?
Yes.
I'd love to.
Thank you.
Simon?
Drink it.
Who was he, Simon?
The Brazilian policeman I told you about.
It's the people who took Samantha, isn't it?
What did you tell the police?
Nothing. What could I tell them? I'd never seen him before. Simon, what about Samantha? I'm so scared.
I said that before. I thought I could help.
But can you find her? Can you really?
I'll need you to meet me by midday tomorrow.
Where?
I'll call you when I know.
Well, where are you going now?
A little trip to the country.
John. John, it's Alex.
I'll go. Good morning, Mr. Carstairs. Recognize me, do you? Why have you come? Why do you think? A man is dead, Carstairs. He was killed last night.
Not here. Downstairs.
He's an adopted child, of course.
Yes.
How much did you pay?
£30,000. It meant that much to us. We couldn't have children. We wanted to adopt, but we were considered too old. We tried everything.
Go on.
Then we were put in touch with an organization called the Adoptive Parents Association. They couldn't help. But a little while later, we were approached by a man called Lester. Dr. Ian Lester. I would never have considered it but for my wife.
Did you ever stop to think where the baby had come from?
He came from poverty. He had nothing.
He had a family and a mother. Where did you collect the child from? Or where can I find this Dr. Lester?
For you, Governor. Phone.
Teal. Lord, it's me. Oh, yes. Could you hold on a minute?
Forget the trace, Claude. Rule number 1, I'm in a call box.
Wait a second. What do you want?
Do you know the Quayside Hospital near the tower?
Yes. Why?
Can you get me a search warrant?
Where are you?
I'm on my way there.
Don't, Templar, listen. If we were to storm into that hospital, we should find ourselves in a major international situation with about 12 foreign countries. We're talking VIPs here, Templar. Very important patients.
Thank you, Claude. As usual, you've been a great help.
Templar! Templar!
You all right?
You found something?
Yes. I think I know where she is.
Where?
private hospital by the river.
Inspector Teal? Trouble?
No.
Sir. Do you know what that is?
It's a notebook, sir.
It belonged to a man who was stabbed last night. A detective working for the Brazilian police. Apparently he was over here investigating the theft of relics and antiques from South America. Open the front page. You'll find a photograph. Go on. What more proof do you need? Your saintly Mr. Templar is up to his bloody neck in murder.
Bailed?
Forget it. Let me back in. Let me back in!
Hold on, Sammy. I need some help.
Help? You cost me fortune, maybe 50,000 quid. Then you get me arrested. Now you ask for my help.
But I just paid your bail, Sam.
So you think I should be grateful?
Listen, I want you to do a job for me. If you can pull it off, you can just disappear. Forget the bail, just go.
Please, Mr. Morris.
What's going on?
Monsieur Deschamps.
Bonjour, docteur. Merci, le voyage se peut bien.
You had a pleasant trip?
Eh oui.
I'm sure you'll be very happy with the child. She's very beautiful.
That tape, sir. It worries me.
What to?
That tape. Cutting out like that's all. Rather convenient.
We've been through all this before, too. Templar was clearly seen entering the warehouse.
Then the tape cuts off.
Yeah.
Could have been wiped. Could have been wiped right after Todd was killed.
By Templar?
By anyone. Then this witness of yours, Carstairs. Suppose he lied.
Lied? It's a QC.
That puts him above reproach. It's all too easy. I don't... This is just a suggestion. Suppose Carstairs never actually saw Templar. Suppose he was never even on the train.
Why?
Maybe someone was trying to frame Templar. Maybe he knew something. Someone wanted him out of the way. It's just a suggestion. It's worth thinking about.
There's nothing listed, sir.
Are you trying to tell me you have no record of the arrival of His Royal Highness? This is incredible.
I'm sorry, sir.
Dr. Richard Ryall.
I have no record.
But this appointment was made expressly by the palace.
Palace?
Yes, Buckingham Palace.
Doctor, his pulse.
Young lady, if you do not wish to provoke a diplomatic incident of enormous proportions, you will find me a private room immediately.
You mustn't overexert yourself, Your Majesty.
Please, His Majesty has just flown 14 hours from his home.
Why wasn't he taken to his own hospital?
It's because of his own hospital that he's here.
I'll try to find Dr. Lester for you. Oh, sister, can you show these people to auxiliary room 5?
Yes, of course. This way, please.
Thank you, nurse.
Did you see something?
Yes, the couple in the corridor. Sammy, if anybody comes in here, stall them. And thank you, Sammy. I'll see you.
No, you won't. That's our deal.
Jenny, come on.
A market in stolen babies? I've never heard such rubbish.
Yes, I know, sir. But if the story Templar told me isn't true, he won't be here and we're wasting our time. But if it was true and this missing baby is inside that hospital, then we should be there, inside, helping him.
What are you wittering on about, Teal?
Thank you, monsieur. Thank you very much, monsieur. Sorry we have to do things this way. I'm sure you understand.
Of course, Dr. Lester. Now, the baby. Could you tell me something about her?
I'm sorry, Monsieur Deschamps. It's not our policy to give out any information on the origins of the child. Let me tell you that she was abandoned by her mother. It's very sad, I know. She was simply unable to cope.
Will you tell the mother?
She'll know only that the child has gone to a better home. Quite honestly, I really think that's all she wants to know. Oh, here she is. Monsieur Deschamps, your daughter. Here you are. Isn't she beautiful?
Oh, she's beautiful.
Isn't she lovely?
Yes, I will take care. Take care. She's really beautiful.
You're very lucky.
Oh, you.
Is there anything else we'll need for the journey? Are you sure we have everything we need?
Monsieur Deschamps, you don't mind if my two colleagues travel with you, do you?
No, but we must go now. The tide.
Voulez-vous que je la prenne?
S'il vous plaît, faites très attention.
Bien sûr.
Thank you, Dr. Lester.
Monsieur Deschamps.
This way.
What shake? When did this happen? Right, I'm on my way.
Lester's office must be near here. Just wait here.
But Simon...
So this is where it all happens. Dr. Lester.
Happened. We've had to shut it all down because of you. At least for the time being. You've just missed what you came for.
So what happens now?
To us, we wait a few months and then we start again. It's all too easy, really. And too profitable.
Your version of free enterprise.
Soyez très prudente avec elle. Elle est si précieuse.
Wait! Wait!
Voilà. There he is. The ambulance. The ambulance. Follow the ambulance.
They'll be heading downriver.
Out of the country?
Yes.
Where are we heading?
Thames Barrier. Maybe we can cut them off there. That's all we need. Pick it up and dial 0860 698 914.
Who's that?
Just do it, Jenny.
Hello? Lord, it's me. It's him.
Who?
Him! That was unfortunate, sir.
You're after the wrong man, Teal. What did he say? They're in a launch heading down the Thames. You still there, Claude?
Just about.
Is Fraser with you?
Yes.
Good. He's got the authority. You've got to raise the Thames barrier.
What?
The barrier, Claude. You've got to raise it and do it now.
They've got the child, Mr. Teal. Please stop them.
That's where I'm heading, Teal. You'll find me there.
What's he saying, Teal? What's he saying?
He wants you to raise the Thames barrier.
Nonsense. The man's an arrogant
Why don't you just make the bloody call?
Sir.
on, Teal. We've got them.
Not a good idea.
I wouldn't have parked it there myself, sir.
Je peux être de retour avant la nuit, dépêchez-vous.
Darling, the Thames barrier.
Stephen, get them below. Right. Move. You, out.
Let's go.
Move!
Et qu'est-ce que vous faites là?
Downstairs.
Downstairs!
Shut up! Come on!
Jenny, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for what I said. Thank you.
No. There's someone else you should thank.
Film starts at 8 o'clock. Why don't we go for a drink first?
We've hardly time.
All right. Do you have a car?
It's waiting.
Simon,
It's all over, Celia.
what do you mean?
We've got Dr. Lester and the others.
Ah. I suppose they told you.
No. I already knew.
Did you?
That day at lunch, someone must have called the police. First, I thought it was Wyatt, but he didn't know me. You, on the other hand, did.
So?
Then, when you tried to do a hatchet job on Wyatt, I began to suspect. But you finally blew it over dinner.
Please, tell me.
We were talking about the baby. You asked me when she was taken.
Well, what of it?
There was nothing in the newspapers or on television. I hadn't told you. But you automatically knew it was a girl when she was taken.
It could have been just a figure of speech.
No. It was a three-way operation. Todd was in charge of bringing the babies in. The Kellys went in and out of Brazil. They have a baby on their passport. Each journey, different baby. Couldn't have been simpler.
Go on.
Dr. Lester checked the babies out and looked after them until the buyers were ready. I suppose he also forged all the papers.
No, that was Todd.
You were the most important of all. You moved in the right circles, met the sort of people who'd pay out money for a child and use their innocent hopes as a front. You started the APA, simply employed Wyatt. I checked. Your husband left nothing.
Yes. His bank collapsed about 3 weeks after he did. You know, I could have turned you in that night. Called the police for a second time.
Why didn't you?
I thought that, I don't know, that there was something between us. I guess I was just kidding myself, right?
Now, no taxis tonight, Simon. Promise?
Promise. Champagne?
Please.
Don't ask.
I didn't realize you were into babies.
Only recently.
Tell me about it.
You wouldn't want to know.
Yes, I would.
All right. Well, it all started in front of Harrods with a baby, an American flag, and...
A Quetzalcoatl?
As a matter of fact, yes. And, of course, a pretty girl.
You're right. I don't want to know.
Now, you may not think there's any connection whatsoever between a pretty girl and an Aztec god.
I said I don't want to know.
I think you ought to. Now, do what you're always telling me to do and listen.
If I have to.
Well, after you left in a taxi...
After you put me in a taxi.
Stop interrupting. I went for a run along the railway tracks.